Good morning, students. Yesterday we have seen sets chapter, the part one topic. So, in that we have discussed about sets definition and what is well defined and examples of sets, and next one symbols. Today also same thing. We are seeing what symbols. Symbols. Yesterday we have seen what belongs to and does not belongs to, union and intersection. These four symbols are had seen. Today we'll go for another symbols. So that is subset, and next one proper subset, and next one empty set, next one difference means minus. Okay, so yesterday we were seeing what belongs to, does not belongs to, union, intersection. But today we are seeing what subset and proper subset, empty set, and difference means minus. So remember, we are in set theory. Okay, we are in set chapter, the part 2 we are seeing. So symbols, the topic is symbols. So already we have seen four symbols, and today also we are seeing what, how many symbols, four symbols, right? The first one is subset, and second one is proper subset, and next one empty set, and next last one difference. Okay, so right, so subset like this only, like C, under the one line is there, and proper subset means only C, and next one empty set means like circles, again we cross it with one line, this is pi, and last one difference, right? Last one difference, right ma? So right, the first one is subset is look like the symbol C and under the one line, right? So right, so what is subset? So when we'll use this symbol subset, okay, right, a set of which all the elements are contained in another set. It's what? So first of all, I'm taking one set, that is 1 and 2, and next one another set, that is B equal to, so 1 2 3. The first set A contains so 1 and 2 elements, and set B contains what ma, 1 2 3, right? Okay, fine. Now which one is subset to which one? So let me see, A, either A is subset to B or B is subset A. So check it. Okay, now we'll see this definition once again, the set of which all the elements, I'm taking first of all A. So in that, having 1 and 2 elements, so all the elements are present in another set, means 1 is there. So here are having what more 1 and 2, so those 1 and 2 again having in the B. So that's why, so A is subset to B. A is subset to B, right? What about B subset to A? No. Why? Because 3 is not containing A. So actually B is containing what? 3 element, but in A the 3 is not available, not contain, or not belongs to A. So that's why B is not subset to A. Right? Clear? So right. So A subset B, but B is not subset to A. Right now? So right, clear. And we'll take another example. Right. Another example, that is A equal to 1 and 2 elements here. And next one, and B equal to 1 and 2. So both are having same elements. That means we can say A subset to B and B subset to A. A subset to B and B subset to A. The above condition, the set of which all the elements are contained in another set. Yes, here the set having A, those elements are present in B, as well as the set B contains elements, those are present in A. So that's why A subset to B and as well as B subset to A. Right? This is a subset. So next one we'll go for proper subset. Proper subset. So what is proper set? It's look like what more? Like C, the symbol C. So proper subset. So proper subset means the same definition of the subset, but the minute difference is there, that is so the set A containing what more? So 1 and next one 2 and next one 3, and the second set B contains 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So now we can say that is here are having what more 1 2 3 elements, those elements present in B also. So 1 2 3. So what about 4? 4, it's 4 not having an A, so that's why. So but A set having those elements are all present in B, so that's why we can say that is A subset B. A subset B. Now what about B subset A? Can we say that B subset A? No. Why? Because 4 is not present in A. So when will see that the proper subset. Proper subset means, so now we can say that a proper subset to B, because it is not equal to all elements, means not all elements are not present in B. Suppose if here 4 is there in A, so right, then A subset B. Otherwise 4 is not there, means A is proper subset to B, right? This is the difference between proper subset and subset, right? So let me see more examples for understanding the proper subset and subset. So A equal to 1 2 3 and B equal to 1 2 and C equal to 1 2. Now right here, so we can say that is B subset to A and C subset to A, and A is not subset to B and A is not subset to C. Why? Because B and C are having same elements. So now B is subset to C. B is subset to C. So in this case here we are writing B is proper subset to A. Why? Because B is proper subset to B means B is proper subset to A means, so in this B doesn't have the another element, that is what, 3. 3 is not containing B and C. That's why B is only proper subset to A and C is also proper subset to A. So this is a difference between, but B and C, the both are equal sets. That's why directly we can say that B is subset to C, otherwise C is subset to B. But in 10th standard we are not using what proper subset, we are not using proper subset, only subset. Okay, so let you remember that is only subset, so no confusion about that one, right? So that is, so the difference between subset and proper subset. So next one, empty set. Empty set, yeah, it's look like the sign or symbol. So empty set is known as another different names, that is void set, and next one null set. So right, empty set having another names, that is void set and null set. So empty set means, so which set doesn't contains any element, elements, even single dot also. So empty set means which doesn't contains any elements, and any elements are any symbols, any dot, anything, and any set symbol also. So means empty set means it should be empty. there is nothing to in it, right? That is the empty set. That is the empty set. So this is a empty set, right? Clear? So means empty set is nothing but empty. So empty set is known as having different names, that is void set or null set, right ma? So the symbol is pi. So it will be learn in the types of set also. The next one, empty set is a subset of every set. Empty set is a subset of every set. So empty set means it doesn't contain any such type of elements. So obviously, so suppose if we take 1 2, so always, so pi is subset to A, but never say A is subset to B. So right, pi is subset to A. So when we use subset, we are writing between two sets. This symbol, the subset, will use between two sets. I'm taking here A and B, and between I'm using this subset symbol. Means we are saying pronunciation like this: A subset to B. A subset to B means the which one is smallest set in this, means A is the smallest and B is the biggest set. Means if you take in Venn diagrams, suppose it is A, now this is B, means A is contained in B. A is contained in B, not B is contained in A. So A is contained in B means, so obviously A is a small set and B is the larger set or big set, right ma? The first you should write the small set, then after on right side you should write big set, right? So this is the most important symbol, subset, right? And also the statement is also very important. The empty set or void set or null set is a subset of every set. So pi is subset to every set, whatever A or B or C, X, whatever. So that this is the empty set. Empty set means it doesn't contains any elements. So simply say it is empty, right? And also empty set is a subset of every set, right ma? Empty set is a subset of every set, right? The next one, the last one, difference. Last one, difference. Difference means in the set theory we are use minus symbol. Minus symbol. So if we take A has 1 2 3 elements and B are having like 2 3 and 4. So now what about A minus B? Means A difference B. A difference B. So this is the most important operation. This is difference. In that A are having what? 1 2 3 and B having 2, 3, 4 elements. So first you should do cut it common elements. Common elements means similar elements. So 2, 2, the same elements, that's why I'm cutting, and 3, 3, the same element, that's why I'm cutting the 3 also. So you should write the remaining elements. So remaining elements means what? 1 and 4? No, because I'm writing only 1. Why? Because you should write always the rest of elements of a first set. The first set you should write it. We are doing what? A minus B. So we are subtracting or difference B from A. Means no need of B elements. Only we need rest of the elements of A. Means why? Here A should be bigger set. We are taking A minus B means, so suppose if we take 5 minus 4 means what? 5 minus 4 means, so we are doing bigger number minus smaller number. Simply here also the bigger set means A. So you should write the rest of the elements of the first set. Should remember, you should write the rest of the elements of a first set after cutting the common elements or similar elements, right? So we'll take another examples. So next one, x equal to a, b, c and y equal to a, b, so now I'm doing what? X minus y. X minus y means, so common elements should cut it. First of all, a cancel, b is also cancel. So what about the rest of the elements of a first set? First set means what? Here x. So in that having only one element is remaining, that is you should write in this set x minus y. So x minus y is answer C. So what about y minus x? So y minus x means should write only the rest of the elements of y. So after cutting, the common elements are similar elements, but in this y there is no common elements, so there is no remaining elements or rest of the elements. So that's why this is empty set. Y minus x is empty set, right? So very important this operation. Difference means the symbol is minus. Difference, the symbol is minus. So what we'll do? So always if you do x minus y means, you should first of all you should cut it common elements or similar elements in both sets. Then after you should write always the first set remaining elements only, not for y elements. If there any element is remaining in the y, so no need of y elements. Why? Because we are doing x minus y. Okay, we are subtracting subtracting y from x, so that's why should write x elements only. If we do y minus x means should write y elements of the remaining elements. So right, so this is the we are seeing still now So difference, so we have seen still now subset and proper subset, empty set and differences. Subset, it's look like, actually this is proper subset is no need of 10th standard. And next one, but it's look like the symbol C. And next one, the empty set or void set or null set, that is pi. And the next one, most important, difference. Actually this is a basic operation. So the basic operations are union, intersection and differences, and also one more thing, symmetric differences. So but these are basic operations: union, intersection and difference. But this is another extra operation, but the three things are the basic operations in mathematics. So basic operations means plus, minus, multiplication and division. The similar way, in the similar way, in set theory, union, intersection and difference, these are the basic operations in set theory. So right, so we have seen again 4 symbols, that is subset, proper subset, empty set and differences, right ma? So next we have seen, that is the subset means the set of which all elements are contained in another set. And also we have seen that is empty set is a subset to every set. Empty set is a subset to every set, that is also most important. And also we have seen that is difference, also basic operation, one of the basic operation, right ma? This is the today topic. Thank you, and share and subscribe. Thank you ma, thank you very much.